Hello, dear friends. This is Kira Rudik, member of Ukrainian parliament and leader of the political party Holos. I'm speaking from Kiev, Ukraine. So Ukraine allowed Russia to conduct a military parade. President Trump is giving Russia a hand yet again. We will talk about all of this today, but before we start, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave some comments. I read them all, I reply to them, and I enjoy an ability to communicate with you, my audience. So, last night, President Zelensky issued a decree to allow Russia to conduct military parade to restrain military forces of Ukraine from attacking the Red Square. This decree actually included the coordinates of the Red Square, and the wording was that I, President of Ukraine, allow military parade in Russia to be conducted. So you may think that it was all a joke. We thought that too. However, this decree was published yesterday on the presidential website and on all official websites as the document. And right after it was published, we have seen President Trump's statement that he brokered a ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine that included the military prisoners swap of 1,000 people. And then it all became very clear because there was no way to persuade Ukraine on not attacking the Red Square, especially after Russia declining a ceasefire beforehand. But when it comes to returning our people home, it is very clear and we are very open that we would do whatever is necessary. So imagine those 1,000 families that will get their members back. This is critical and was absolutely worth it. So people here are really uplifted because Ukraine is coming out very strong. And the military parade that was conducted today was really weak and unimpressive. But what is worth mentioning and what is very worrying is that yet again, when Putin was in struggle, President Trump gave him a hand. I'm really out of arguments to explain why this is happening. Especially when we have an example, when Russia's economy was collapsing, President Trump lifted sanctions to allow them to make billions of dollars a month from selling their oil. Right now, when Putin was about to be humiliated, President Trump has brokered a ceasefire that he was not able to broker any other day when we really needed that, and when Russia was killing us and attacking us and using all of their resources. So it is really upsetting, and we hope that this would not be, again, a policy of American administration, though it seems right now that it is. By the way, just 2 days ago, Putin's representative said that they are exiting the negotiations between Ukraine, Russia, and the United States, and they wouldn't continue unless Ukraine leaves and forfeits the Donbas area, and which we obviously not going to do, and we were very clear about that. So you can imagine how many things were happening behind the closed doors. So from saying we are leaving the negotiations up to, okay, President Trump has brokered a ceasefire. I think after the dust would settle, after the military parade, we would see Europe and perhaps China getting more into the negotiations and offering their hands to try and get a diplomatic end to the war. Because obviously the negotiations brokered by the United States are not leading us anywhere. All kinds of the negotiations and all kinds of ceasefire require someone who both sides trust, who would monitor and make sure that both sides keeping their word, especially in the situation where we see that Russia has broken their word so many times in the past. So we will see which European country will step up, and same way as in any kind of war, it's not the leader of the world who starts the war, it's the leader of the world who can finish the war and make sure that peace prevails. So we will hope that at some point this leader will be found. Otherwise, it will have to be Ukraine. And as you see right now, we came out of this situation on a very high note, and Ukrainian people are uplifted. We know that in these 3 days, situation may become much worse for us because Russia will have more weapons and more supplies that they have packed during these days to attack us. But still, this was something that was unthinkable 2 years ago, even a year ago. And now it is a reality. So all hail to Ukraine armed forces who are giving us an opportunity both to record this podcast, but also to survive and hit Russia where it hurts.